Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I got dust and all kinds of fluff going. Happy Finish It Friday. I hope you guys are all ready. I am super excited to show you guys this one. This is the biggest dumpling doll I have ever made, and I'm super proud of her. Although before we do get started, in case you guys can hear that beeping, there is super heavy construction going on across the street from my house. They are rebuilding a building that burnt. I can't remember if it was a year or 2 years ago. Anywho, they are rebuilding it, so you're going to hear a lot of construction sounds. Anyway, so I have, you stay right there. I have finished Goodness Grapes. And my hair is a mess. I'm actually getting my hair cut today, so that's why it's a little wonky looking right now. Anyway, so, you saw a piece. Here she is. That is Goodness Grapes that we drew for the Finish It Friday. And I want to say I loved that pattern. Very good pattern. I did not have to guess on things. I didn't have to, figure anything out. It was perfect. I love it. All right, so let me get her camera ready. All right, here is Goodness Grapes. Da, 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 da. Look how big she is. And I want to say this is not blue. This is just about the same color as the grapes, so I don't know why that looks so blue. Anyway, here is Miss Goodness Grape. Very fun pattern, very adorable doll. Super, super happy with her. So it's Red Heart Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver. I love this yarn, and the actual color of that is grape. All right, now I want to show you guys. This is the large dumpling doll I have. And this is this one that I'm getting ready to show you is a touch smaller than the average size dumpling doll that I do, but I want to show you the size comparison. This one is just a touch smaller, but look at how let's measure her. She is, now I'm not going to go all the way to the peak of her hat. Well, I guess I can. She is, now I got to do a little bit of guesstimating because I can't hold her and everything up at once. Okay, she is, give or take, an inch or a half inch, 19 inches tall. That's what I got, is 19 inches tall. No, 20, because I went from the tip. Yeah, that's right, 19. She's huge. But I love her. I am so happy. Now, the grapes, they wanted me to glue fake leaves on, and I was like, you know what? I am not going to go try to find some fake grape leaves. And I thought, well, I could crochet some, and I was like, no, because I don't want to go that intricate. I like just the simplicity of just a little green bow. And I asked a friend of mine, and he's like, you know what? Those look great. And this was fun. So what you do is, this is just straight double crochet. And then I took, they had me take the purple and weave it in and out of each double crochet at the end, and then hide your ends. And then you take the, what is that? Medium purple, I don't know, and I think it's light purple, and then I worked a cross stitch over the double crochet that we didn't, the one that was left on the correct side, facing up. You work a cross stitch, so just a little X over that double crochet, and I was like, that just gave it the cutest little addition. But there she is. Oh, and Lacey, the shoes. For those of you that do not know, I do a lot of amigurumi. And the one thing I cannot stand is lacing shoes on an amigurumi. It confuses the crap out of me, and I mess it up every time. So of course I had a little help. But she's got little ruffle panties, and then her legs, and her skirt. And she is worked all in half double crochets. So there are a spot or two that you can see, you know, the stuffing through the stitches, which I wasn't that fond of, but in the end I was like, it's not a big deal. You kind of can't tell, especially on her legs, you know. But there she is. Look at that face. How can you not love that? It's my favorite doll heads. Anyway, so there she is. Let's draw a new one and see what we get. She is going to get added to my collection, and that's a lot of purple. Holy cow. All right. Pardon me, Mr. Church. All right. Here we go. I'm not worried about anything. I get what I get. Whenever my girls, oh, I dropped it. When my girls were in grade school, their teacher had a saying, and they said, you get what you get and you don't have a fit. So I'm going to get what I get, and I'm not going to have a fit. If I can open this. Okay. This makes me happy. So, this makes me super happy. Let's see, when was that? Was it before Christmas or after Christmas? I started an amigurumi, and that amigurumi, he's right here, so I'm going to grab him while I keep talking, so I may yell. Hold on. And I'm trying not to step on my cat. It's laying on my feet. So I started this amigurumi, and I started him because I am playing a video game. About knocked my light over. I am playing a video game on my other channel, and it is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. And there is it's Dust. There is a character in that video game, and his name is Hestu. And Hestu is the most adorable looking little broccoli creature. Well, he's not little, but he looks like he's got a head that's broccoli. Adorable. One of the favorite creatures in that. One of my favorite creatures in that game. Anywho, long story short, stop rambling. I started him, and then I never finished him. And whenever I started finish it Friday, I thought I am going to put Hestu in the projects, and then I'll finish him when I get a chance, because I didn't have time. Well, the last couple of days being home from Hawaii, cleaning up, you know, and getting things in order for my daughter, our youngest, graduating high school, I looked over and I was like, man, I really need to finish him. Maybe I should just grab him and just finish him just to get him done. And I just drew him. Like, how crazy is that? So, let me explain to you who Mr. Hestu is. Hestu is a creature. This is him. He is in the video game Breath of the Wild. And these are Korok seeds. So these things, maracas, his maracas are filled with these little Korok seeds. Well, his Korok seeds got stolen by little creatures called Koroks. And you have to go, and now this is just this little side quest of the video game. This is not the video game. This is just a little side thing. You kind of have to do it, but anywho. So as you go throughout the game and you find just something a little odd. Like, for instance, you know, you may be walking past a tree stump, and there's a little pinwheel on the tree stump, and you're thinking, what is that for? So you walk over to it, and then this thing pops up, and then you shoot it, and then a Korok pops out, and he's like, haha, you found me, and then you get the Korok seed. So the goal is to get all of the Korok seeds back for Hestu's maracas. Just a pause for just a second. If you guys see a flash, for some reason my ring light is just like flashing like crazy. Anywho, so this is Hestu. So I have him started. I have his entire body. I have, you know, his body done. I don't have his arms, his face parts, and the little broccoli tops or his bag or the korok. But let me show you my Mr. Hestu. So here is Hestu. This is all I have. So, I do remember being a little frustrated with the pattern because the way I don't know if I want to say frustrated, but a little aggravated, I'll say that, because there's a portion of the pattern that in my mind she messed up, but you could say she didn't. I don't know. Anyway, there's a part in the pattern to where it just, you miss one stitch and it just completely shift the whole top of, you know, the broccoli part. So this is the actual front of him. And can you see like right here? Like this is his front. So if I follow the seam like from his front area up, it should be rotated just a tad. So that frustrated me, and that was kind of another reason why I put it down, because I was like, I'm being too much of a perfectionist. It's not a big deal. Let it go. So there you go. So this is what I have of Hestu. So I've got everything together right here. So I don't have to go digging around trying to find all the parts that I need to finish him. I have it all right here. Oh Lord, did I write down the hook? Do I have the hook? Oh no. Well, now I know what I'm going to be doing, is figuring out what hook I use, because genius me didn't write it down. Or did I? Yeah, this pattern is a lot of pages. 4mm. I wrote it down. Hallelujah. Thank you, Pastelana. Okay. So we are ready to finish Hestu. I'm super excited. Okay, so yay! This is a quick one. Yeah, so let me know. Where'd I put her? Oh, about to lose her hat. Hold on just a second. Alright, let me know what you guys thought of Goodness Grapes. I'm not going to say my favorite because I love everything I've made, but this made me super happy because I've never made one. Let me say this. So, I have 2 playlists on my channel. One of them is called Lollipop Lane Dumpling Dolls, UPS, and the other one is called Cupcake Corner. And there's 12 in each series, and I made all 24 of them, and they are all the 4.5-4-inch heads, and this is the 6.5. So that's why this has got me so in love, because I've never made one that was this big before. So it was quite fun. I love her. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss what's next. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.